Hi traders, thanks for stopping by thetradinganalyst.com. This is Taylor and we're going to take a look at a bunch of charts here. But first, if you're not already a member, go ahead and visit the homepage www.thetradinganalyst.com and start your 100% free 7-day trial today. No payment information is required. All you need to do is enter in your name and your email address, and you're going to get instant access to all of the member-only features like the daily live broadcasts with audio and video screen share, as well as the daily member videos and watch lists to help you prepare for the market day ahead. You're also going to be able to take advantage of the profitable trade alerts, which not only make you money in the market, but if that's just your goal, that's fine. If your goal is also to become a profitable trader on your own, we also have that option because we're teaching you about every single trade that we're taking, so you know the why, the when, and the how, and the what of every single trade that we're taking. So it's a great opportunity for everyone. All right, so let's get into these charts here. First chart, we're going to take a look at the S&P 500 here. So I'm going to scroll out a little bit so you can see this resistance that we're at, right about 211. So 211, as you can see, the highs of about 6 or 7 candles over here, a few candles here, a couple candles here, this candle right here, and then let's scroll in a little bit, and these couple of candles right here, all around 211. So we've got resistance at 211 and we've got support at 209. If we hold this 209, we can head higher in the market, and then we're going to break this 211. Above 211, we've got resistance at about 213, 214. As you can see, if I scroll back a little bit from these highs right here, here, and here as well, a few times as well. So those are the levels that we're watching here. Pretty simple, 209, 211, and then 213-ish, 214. Okay, so these are the levels that you need to watch. Next, we're going to be covering Apple. And Apple, we're holding this gap support. We had a big gap down over here, and we traded above it right here with these candles right here. So this is going to be support right around 97.70 or so. So as long as we keep closing above that level, we're going to head higher on Apple. The support below that is going to be about 94.50 or so from the highs of this candle, these candles over here, and then the low of that candle makes it a level as well. Moving forward, if we do end up holding this 97.70, we're going to come up here and we're going to fill this gap at about 104, okay? So there was that big gap down, and here's that big gap that may or may not want to fill. But if 97.70 holds, then we can come up here and we can fill that gap. So 97.70 is going to be that make or break level for me on Apple. Next, I want to cover Twitter. So Twitter, we did like it long ever since it broke over this downtrend line. Moving forward, we've got support at about 1450. And we've got resistance at about 1530. All right, so from the high of the gap down, and as you can see, we have multiple candles that are getting rejected at that level right there. Just going to clean up that chart a little bit. So it looks to me like this is a bull flag. This looks to me like a bull flag. We're consolidating sideways. We're not getting any big reversal candles. We're not getting any follow through to the downside. We're just kind of hanging around just below this resistance. So it looks to me like this is going to break to the upside. If it doesn't break to the upside, we've got support at 1450, and then the biggest support is down here around $14. All right, we've got about 10 candles right here where the lows were right around $14. So that's going to be that big support. So big resistance, 1530, big support, $14. GoPro, simple levels here. We've got support at about 1060 from the highs of these candles that we broke over, as well as the low of Friday's trading session right here. And then we've got a little bit of support below at about 990. And then we've got the big resistance up here at about 1140. I'm sorry, about 1150. As you can see from the lows of these few candles, and about 4 or 5 candles right here. And then you can see that it kind of stalled out at this level before as well. So 1150, that's going to be that big resistance for GoPro. Next, and one more thing on GoPro is we've got that upper Bollinger Band right here that's going to act as resistance as well. So just be aware of where we are on the chart, on the daily chart. Next I want to cover Amazon. So Amazon looking really good. We broke over this key resistance on this candle right here. We came back, retested it. We covered that in a video as well, so look back on that and you can see the analysis on that. We've also got the resistance that we broke over here, about 722.50 or so from these highs, and it's now support. And then that a little bit of a bigger support is just below that, about 715. So 715, and the reason that's bigger support is we've got a touch here. It was the highs of this candle, this candle, this candle, this candle, this candle. About the open of that candle was right around there. The close of this candle was right around there as well. So right around 715 is going to be that bigger support. And for me, that's going to be the level that would be a kind of a closing or a trailing stop for me personally. I'm a shorter term trader, so that's kind of the level that I'm looking at to hold on Amazon. If that holds, we can definitely keep heading higher and making new all-time highs. Next I want to cover Tesla. Pretty easy levels here. We've got 215 support, 225 resistance. That 225 resistance also lines up with this downtrend line over here. So we've got several touches over here as well. So that 225 is going to be a big resistance. If we break over this downtrend line as well as this 225, we're going to come up here and tag this resistance up here at about 244. This is a key resistance because we've got multiple touches along this level at about 244. So if we come up there, it's going to be a little bit difficult to break above that 244 level. Next, I want to cover Google. What we have here is that rejection from this key resistance up here. As you can see, the lows of these candles right here, and I mean we've got like 20 candles where it was resistance right there. So no surprise that we saw some consolidation there, as well as it was the high of the gap up there. So definitely pay attention to these levels moving forward, not only for Google, but if you're charting on your own, these are some pretty simple things to look for on Google. We've got the high of the gap down that lines up perfectly with all of this resistance as well as a touch of the upper Bollinger Band as well. So just be aware of where we are on the chart, and you can make some pretty good plays on charts based off of the aforementioned levels that I mentioned. All right, next I want to cover Chipotle. We've got a couple of things going on here. Number one, we've got resistance at 444. Why is that resistance? We've got the high over here, right here, and we've got the lows over here, here, and here, all right at 444. It's also where the couple of moving averages that we have here, the 20-period exponential moving average is this red line right here, and then we've got the blue line, which is the 8 exponential moving average, and they're both right around 444. We've also got support at 432 from the lows of these few candles here, and these few candles here closed above that level as well. If we break below that 432 level, we're going to be heading probably much lower to retest right down here at about 418. And I'm going to go ahead and draw that line right here, about 416 to 418 is where that next support is going to be. So look for a retest of that if 432 breaks. Well, it will also be a break of this uptrend line that we have several touches here as well as right here. All right, guys, thank you for stopping by thetradinganalyst.com. I appreciate it as always. Again, if you're not already a member, you can enter in your name and your email address, and you're going to get instant access. It's 100% free to all of the member-only features that I mentioned before. It's a great opportunity, and we'd love to have you.